Hi, I'm Mr. Bloom, I'm Director of Maths.
I'm Mr. Thompson, Director of Digital Media. And it's been a great week for me, really, because I've had some enemies produced to go with your hero and your maze that you started a few weeks back during PL time. This one here I thought was particularly good, and this is by Rhiannon in Mrs. Sims' PL group. And
based on you, isn't it?
Yeah, based it on me. That's maybe me.
Age 160.
How rude. Excellent. Anyway, this week in your PL time, it's the last part of our game creation exercise. And what you need to come up with, really quite easy this one, or maybe not so, the name of your game, what you'd like to call it.
It's got to be punchy enough as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They can't call it the Mr. Thompson, Mr. Bloom game.
No.
They've got to call it something punchy that will fly off the shelf and it gets marketed, that kind of stuff.
Think about some of the titles that are out there. If you go around Game Station, for example, think about the sorts of things that you see on the shelves there. You should be quite good at this because you've had a go at your college logos for each of your PL groups, and I've seen some of those too, and they're really quite good.
Could they call it something like Call of Venture Duty?
You could do.
Something like that, maybe.
Absolutely.
Also this week, of course, if you get time, have a little cheeky look at your portfolio. There are a couple of PL groups in this academy who are doing amazingly well. Everyone's doing really well on their shares, stocks and shares, but a couple of PL groups are doing amazingly well. Mr. Bunting and Mr. Hannon, unbelievable. Between the two PL groups, they've made over £6,000 on their initial investment, which I think is absolutely astonishing. So they're the people to see if you want tips.
I think I've got one. I've got one for you. Facebook floats this week. What that means is they're actually starting to sell shares. You'll be able to buy shares in Facebook. And the company is supposed to be worth between 80 and 100 billion pounds. So, and I think with 845 million users, that could be a good investment.
Not bad for a geek, I suppose, is it?
Having said that, though, all the shares I touch seem to fall.
You probably should have mentioned that. Facebook will be bust overnight now, won't they?
Oh, that's excellent. That solves a lot of problems. Puzzling, I think, Mr. Flynn.
Time for a puzzle.
A man gets out of his house and gets into his car and drives 100 miles in a straight line. Gets out of his car and back into his house. How does he do it?
That's great, Mr. Bloom. I think that's
quite usual. Find Miss Thompson and myself for a game exam if you can guess that one.
Nothing too challenging then. I'm going to be looking at this for ages.
So this week, folks, you've got to come up with your name for your awesome game, your computer game you've been working hard on over the last few weeks. Have a little cheeky look at your portfolio and obviously try and crack the puzzle.
Excellent. Okay, enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.